Hello, I'm Raymond Mayfield, and it's good to be with you today. If you like what I say and the words that I say, please subscribe and hit like on these videos that I do and share them with other people, and I would certainly appreciate it. I want to talk to you today about the Caleb secret, and I want to read to you in the Word of God from Numbers, the 13th chapter and verse number 30. And it says, "And Caleb stilled the people before Moses, and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it." In many areas of our life, the person who succeeds is the one who cultivates a believing attitude and a positive attitude. Caleb was a man with a remarkable spirit. We meet him in the book of Numbers. He was one of God's chosen ones to spy out the promised land. In obedience to God's command, God selected a leader from each tribe for this important assignment. Judah was the largest and most important of the tribes, and Caleb must have possessed some great leadership qualities and ability. They had been 400 years enslaved, and God miraculously had delivered them from captivity. Now they were on the border of Kadesh Barnea, facing the biggest obstacle or opportunity that they ever had. Emergence of a negative attitude happens here. After 40 days, the spies returned with a report. "We came into the land," and they said, "surely it flowed with milk and honey. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwell in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there," in Numbers 13, 27 and 28. And the children of Anak were actually giants. The majority of people gave a negative report, doubts, "we cannot do it." And there was a grain of truth in what they said, but Israel's doubt magnified the problem. They concluded, "We're not able to do this. We can't go up against it." Soon all pandemonium broke loose. All the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night in Numbers, the 14th chapter and verse number 1. Rebellion followed, and a movement was launched to impeach Moses and the leaders of Israel to take them back to Egypt in Numbers, the 14th chapter and verse number 14. A negative attitude of 10 men became infectious, and such gloom and doom engulfed the whole group of people. A negative attitude in your life can cause disease, and other things can be caught and passed along. The results of a negative attitude: the 10 spies affected the attitude toward the promised land. We are told in Numbers 14 and 31 they despised it. Their lack of faith affected their attitude about the people of the land. They could not see potential. They saw the threat of giants. A negative attitude was magnified. The problems also always minimizes the answers. But there are two other voices, and they're Caleb and Joseph. And these two men said, "Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are able to overcome it." Why the difference? All the 12 men were describing the same situation, but two men stepped forward and said, "We can do this. We're not going to live in a positive attitude. We can do this." And Caleb said, "The land which we pass through is exceedingly good land, which flowing with milk and honey," in Numbers 14th chapter and verse 7 and 8. 6 times in the Old Testament we read concerning Caleb. He wholly followed the Lord. He was determined. Caleb's attitude toward God and his enemies and himself were uplifted, and he remembered God's secret. Hanging around negative people can cause a bad effect on your life. Peer pressure sometimes and other people influence you in quiet ways that are not good. Circumstances can dictate a bad attitude, and we can overcome negative attitudes and negative experiences if we remember Caleb's secret. I want to tell you something. A Christian has a positive attitude. We don't dwell on the negative things. We believe God can do miracles, and we're trusting in God today. Thank you so much for listening to the program today. I love you with all of my heart. This is Raymond Mayfield. I'll talk to you again real soon.